Hi, it's Elizabeth from BackFit.
And Jessica?
And you have made it to week 4. Now, when I say week 4, I mean session 4. But I'm trying to get something across to you. And this young lady here, who has been my body all the way through, really understands what I'm talking about. You need to do these classes, like one class, 3, 4, 5 times to perfect it. Because poor old Jessica here, my model, is moving through these classes quick enough to get them out to you. And she's a little bit exhausted, aren't you? So if you can, please really work on one session over and over again till you perfect it. Because when we move into that next session, and you'll see from today, class 4, I'm so excited, but I've really moved it on. So you're going to have to work really hard. So yes, don't just jump through them. Okay, so we're going to start the warm-up now. So we're starting feet hip width apart, making sure that your weight is evenly distributed, that you're not leaning forward or you're not too far back, but you're nicely centered on your feet. Your knees are slightly bent, a little bit soft, and you're up through your torso. Your shoulders are back and down, and your head is in line with your spine. Hopefully, with this funny thing I've got, my chatter is a little bit clearer for you. Okay, here we go. So shoulders right up in the air, right the way back, and then slowly down. We're going to do that with the breath. So we breathe in, and then we breathe out as we push down. Breathe in and breathe out. Focus on Jessica's wonderful smile. She's really got one on today. And blow. We got one more like this. Breathe in. And breathe out. That's beautiful. Hands up on the shoulders. Circle those elbows all the way round. Right the way back. We're going to do this together, aren't we? Breathe in. And breathe out. Push down. That's beautiful. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again. Breathe in. And breathe out. And lengthen your arms. We're going to go double arm. And breathe out, circling round, that's lovely. Nice big circles. Breathe and blow. One more like that. Breathe and blow. That's superb. Okay, so little wiggle again, little soften. I'm going to bring the stick back again from the last class. And we're going into knee lifts. We're going to use the hand as a monitor. You can use a chair or whatever that is. It doesn't matter. It could be a wall. Okay, breath in. As you breathe out, lovely Jessica, up to hip height. Toes are pointed, everything's smart. This is pulled up and pulled in. Breathe in. Watch that weight squeeze, lift. Breathe. Really using that core, waking everything up now, using our balance, coordination. Blow, squeeze. One more we have. Breathe. And blow, squeeze. Lovely. Okay, from there we're going to go into the gate. This is a little bit different. We're going to start on the leg opposite my stick. So on this side, which would be your right, I believe. I'm soft kneeing it. I'm going to bring it up to hip height. And then we're going to take it out to the side. Keeping facing forward. And then bring it in and lower down. We're going to switch in a minute now. Breathe. Blow. Keep the body facing forward. Breathe in and down. And again, lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze the core. Breathe in and lower. We're going to switch that now. Taking the stick to the other side. Keep the knees soft. Cores pulled in. Lift it up on an in-breath. Breathe out. Opening the gate. Breathe in. And lower. You ladies and gentlemen out there with your replaced hips, you can still do this. Just do it to where's comfortable for you. And lower. Getting those muscles nice and strong, the hip flexor muscles, and here all the glute muscles. And slowly down. That's lovely. Okay, so that was opening the gate. And then I thought we'd do something a little bit more fun, a little bit more free. You can open your legs a little bit more. And we're going to be willow trees, and there's a reason for this. One of the exercises I introduced today creates spinal rotation. So a willow tree, it's just blowing in the wind. So As you turn one way, you lift the opposite foot, the heel off the floor. It's a lovely, oh, I just say, hit the wall. It's a lovely flowing rotation. So instead of me saying, oh, keep everything hard, your core's still pulled in, but your body is flowing and it's nice. And we're going from one side to the other. I did it again. I wonder if your space is bigger than mine. And last one, round here, and release. Lovely. So a little bit of energy, a little bit of body flow, and we're ready to go into our roll downs. So we're going to do 2 roll downs together. That's you and us. And then we're going to take Jessica in the roll downs, and she's going to hold a press up position. She may be doing a push, but it will be on all fours because her arms are tired. And I suspect your arms are tired. And if you're tired, you can just go down, hold the position and come back up. Please don't go beyond your level. It's all about you, not us. It's all about you. Okay, so I'm going to start with you. So we're standing in a nice upright position, shoulders back and down, neck lengthened up through the neck. Weight at the moment is in the heels. Take a breath in. Curl round with the head, the chin. I can't do it so well with my microphone on. Take the weight forward onto the front of your feet. Looking up at the navel, squeezing the abdominals, releasing the hands. Going down as far as you can with your breath. If you need to stop and breathe, do. At the bottom, breathe in and roll back up. Squeezing the abdominals nice and tight. Rolling around, relaxing the shoulders. Chin is in, tummy's pulled tight. It's a little bit different with a mic on. Lift the arms this time. And then we're going to breathe in and lower the arms. And as you breathe out, roll the head round. This is where the mic gets stuck. I hope you can hear me. Weight is on the front of the feet. Slowly down, eyes on your navel. So you're floating your heels. Breathe in and breathe out. Roll back round. Squeeze the abdominals. Allow the body to restack. 1 vertebrae at a time. That's beautiful. Okay, a little bit harder challenge now. So Jessica's going to take us there. So Jessica's going to show you now what that's going to look like. So take a nice big breath in. Weights in the heels, shoulders are back. Lovely. As she breathes out, she curls the chin down and then leans forward onto the front of her feet so her heels are floating. Her eyes are fixed on her navel and her core is nicely pulled up and in. Breathing out on the way down. As she stops there, she takes a nice breath in. As she breathes out, you can bend the knees if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, into that lovely position. So it's a press position, and then she's going to slowly walk one leg in, and then the other. The knees need to be under the hips, so we bring the hips back a little. Your legs are still hip width apart, and then your hands should be underneath the shoulders. That's it. Bend the elbows till you get the right height. Okay, so she's holding it there. She's literally going to bend and bring the elbows by her side as she goes into the push. Nothing else will move. The core is there. As she blows out, she pushes up, up, up. Lovely. Okay, that's it. She goes 1 leg up, other leg up, and then into the downward dog. She sinks down through her back. Whoa, watch this bit. That's it. You can lift the chest a little. There. So she needs a nice neutral spine here. Go into that bad position. So rounding the back here is very negative. So you've got to push that right. So I'd rather she was more lifted and we have a nice dip here than I would her sink right down and end up with a bad shape in her back. Okay. So lift up there through the ribs. Lovely. Take a breath. And as she breathes out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the curl. Head is down and looking for the navel. As she breathes out, she rolls all the way up, starting from the bottom with the gluteal muscles pulling her round, squeezing the abdominals and then restacking each vertebrae as you go up. Don't hold tension in your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to fall down away from your ears as you come into that fully lifted position. Let's go again. Take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, tuck the chin right in, roll down, squeezing the abdominals, weights forward on the front of the feet. Keep squeezing through the centre. That's good, keep going. I can't hear any breath, she's run out obviously. And as she breathes, as she goes down, that's lovely. Take a breath in before you walk it out. Hold the core, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set up your position as if we're going to go into a full body press. Then bring one knee down and the other knee down. Then level your back, bend your elbows a little so you're in a good position. It's not easy to hold this position. Now, tuck the elbows towards your side and down you go for your press. Take your body down, lovely. And then push up and lift the knees. One at a time, into the press position. Then we work our body back into the downward dog, not sinking too far because we need this part to be in a really good, perfect, Jess, holding that. Breathe in and walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head's tucked. Great bobbles. I love her bobbles today. Take a breath in, and as she breathes out, restack the spine. That was lovely, and I hope you're finding that as challenging as Jessica is. If you want to do one more, please go ahead and do it. So we're going to go down now into the press position, and then we're going to go into the all fours for a nice stretch. So take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly lower down. Yes. One step at a time. That's it, keep going. Lowering down, that's lovely. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Bring the knee down underneath you. Lovely, and then get into your nice all fours position. So if I had the stick on you, you'd have to lower here, Jess. No, just bend the elbows, my darling. Okay, what's this? I'll tell you what, let's help her with the stick. And you're going to have the same trouble. So I want my stick to be horizontal. Okay. So, and then she's got to lift the rib cage. So she's got 1 point, 2 point, 3 points of contact. She's struggling with that a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to take that away. So this is how we're looking for. You don't want to be in the wrong position. You want to be nice and horizontal. And this just holding this is quite difficult, Jessica. Yeah. Hopefully you all agree. Okay, cat stretch first. So take a nice breath in. And as you breathe out, nose to tail. So tuck round so that your head is coming to look at your navel again. And your bottom's tucking right under. Breathe in and come back to a neutral position. And as you breathe out, sag down. Open your chest, shoulders are back. Head's not overextended, that's beautiful. Breathe in. So you perfected this off the last lesson. And then as you breathe out, curl round. Feeling that lovely elongation through the spine. Breathe in, come back. We've got one more. Blow, squeeze, lengthen. All the front line now, lengthening up. That's beautiful. Breathe in, central. Okay, and hold that there. So central's gone a little bit awry. Head's too far high. That's it. Shoulders need to come down. Rib cage needs to. This is the thing. It's so hard. And again, lower. Not the head. Okay. From here, we're going to do something new. And the reason we did the willow tree was for that rotation. We are going to do our threading the needle. So sit down for a second and relax while Jessica takes you through threading the needle. Isn't that right, Jess? Mm-hmm. So the first thing I want to say is keeping the wrists nice and straight. And then she's going to take this right arm furthest away from you and she's going to slide it against the left arm. So bend the elbow, keep it straight and strong. As she breathes out, she's looking for the hand and lowering her body. She breathes in, comes to neutral, following the hand with her eyes, right up, opening the lungs, opening the stretch. Breathe in. And blow, squeeze. She's going round again, looking for that hand. And then back up. And round to here, right up in the air, not raising too high. And then breathe in and put it down. That's quite tough, isn't it, Jess? Okay, are your wrists hurting? If your wrists are hurting, sit back, roll your hands around, just relax while Jessica's still in that position. Another thing you can do, we were discussing this before, is you could just pop a nice rolled up towel underneath your hand and sort of hold that. So it gives you a nice bit of support. So your hand's not leaning completely on your wrist. So it's like you're grabbing the towel and using that support. Is that okay, Jessica? Mm-hmm. Oh, except we're going to thread through. Okay, so you're going to have to leave one of them. So she's going to take a breath in. She's going to come this way this time. So her left hand is going to rub round as she lowers the shoulder, gets the rotation going through, and then she breathes in, and then she breathes out again as she stretches right up looking for the hand. She breathes in, And as she stretches this way, she breathes out, wringing out your lungs. You want to think of it as a really good exercise for opening and wringing out the lungs. Lifting the shoulder and then down to neutral. No, that's enough. Okay, and then she gets to sit back in child's pose. So opening the knees, lowering back and relaxing. While she's in that position, she can be circling her wrists and softening the hands. Now again, if that was a step too far for you and you've got very sore wrists or hands that can't quite take that sort of pressure, please don't do that exercise. Come into the next exercise Jessica's going to show you. So this is an alternate exercise. So she's going straight into a plank position. The plank position again, we're looking for a lovely straight line. Whoops. Beautiful. And she can hold that position, really pulling her core up. If she's tired, or you're tired, you're just going to bend the knees and lift them. Okay, so we're keeping that nice, you can lower your bum a bit more, bring these up a bit higher. She's keeping that nice straight line, she's sagged in here. That's it, you've got to keep strong through your shoulders, strong through your core. I mean, she's quite tired, she's doing a lot of work right now. Okay, and then you come back. So lower the legs, use the hands, and come back into a seated position for a second. So, if you were struggling with the wrists, come into a nice plank position and a shortened plank position so there's not so much pressure on you. All of these things come in time. We are just trying to build baby steps, but as you can see, we're building quite fast, and this is still only number 4. Okay, from there she's going to stretch right out, have a really good stretch on her face, lay down. She's going to stretch, she'd have a stretch upwards, we don't mind, all the way down and stretch in that laid down position. So when we're doing Pilates, I keep saying to you, we're about lengthening through the body, imagining the tailbone going towards the floor or just pulling away, and the top of your head at the back here, the crown of the head, really pushing and lengthening. Okay, and take one more breath in and just really stretch that out, Jessica. That's lovely. Okay, now she's going to roll over. You can do the same. So hopefully you've got a towel or a block with you if you need that support for your head. Rolling over onto your back. And remember that rolling over onto your back, you're always going to, at the moment, have these knees at 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is a little bit further away. That's lovely. So we're going to do another new exercise. So this is number 4. So hopefully if you've built up everything from number 3, you are ready for some more challenges. Okay, so imagine we've got a clock face now, and it's going on her tummy. I nearly said the wrong word. It's 12, 6, 3 and 9. So I'll show you on here. So we've got 12 o'clock around the diaphragm. We've got 6 o'clock down by the pubic bone. And then over on the left hip, we've got 3 o'clock, and the right hip is 6 o'clock. Now the first thing she needs to do is find neutral. A little bit more to the 6 o'clock. Okay, so there's her neutral, that's fine. So breathe in through the chest. And as you breathe out, squeeze your core. Take your hands down for me. I'm going to have a feel. Have you just imprinted? Oh. No imprinting, guys, because otherwise we can't move the clock. So where's your natural position? Okay, so she's just practicing the breathing again, squeezing the abdominals and keeping her core nice and strong with a little gap underneath here. Now we're going to do the clock face. So imagine that you've got a little hand, and I'm going to ask you to make the hand point to the 12. So she's going to imprint. So squeezing without any tension, oh my goodness, cheating, in the legs. Remember that too. So if you feel tension in your bottom and your legs, you're not using the core to do this exercise. So she's gone up here. Your breathing remains lateral breathing. So keep your lateral breathing going as you keep the tension in your core. So she's going from 12 o'clock now to 3 o'clock. So to your left hip. Not with these, not with anything, not with the shoulders. She's relaxed, but she's just using the core to tilt. Imagine I've put a marble at 12 and you're trying to roll that marble down to 3. Oh, she's off now over at 9 o'clock. She's going off, but this is what I want you to do anyway. So take a breath in as you breathe out, roll to 12, roll to 3, roll to 6, all the way down, all the way down. Get it to 6, your pubic bone's not sunk, yes. And then round to 9, and then back round to 12. Go into a relaxed position for me. Okay, so Jessica's getting a little confused with her marble rolling. I like the marble rolling idea. We're going the other way. So take a breath in. Are you in neutral? As you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals into imprinted, over to 9, down to 6. Get it right down. Where's 6? Lift the back. Round to 3, and then back to neutral position. This is quite difficult. It's just a pelvic clock, but if Jessica shows you keep going, it's really a nice exercise and it loosens off your lumbar spine and around the sacroiliac joint. Take it the other way for me. So this is an exercise you can do for yourself to help to loosen up. That's quite nice really, isn't it? It's hard work and
get the hang of it.
Takes a lot to get your head round it. Okay, and then just relax that for me. That's lovely. Okay, from the pelvic clock, we are now going into the roll up. This is again a sort of a new exercise, but you have been doing these, but we're going to make it a specific for the roll up. So Jessica, we are feet hip width apart. Your hips aren't that wide, darling. I know you think they are, and your knees must stay in that alignment. So if I drew a line through her hip and down into her second toe, that's the sort of line we're looking at from each hip. Okay, and then from there, she's going to roll the shoulders back and down, and she's going to reach her hands to the side of her legs. In a second, they will grab her legs, and her legs will help her momentum as her core is trying so hard. So she's going to take a breath in to prepare. As she breathes out, she curls the head round to the chin to the chest, and she's going to keep going one vertebrae at a time, blowing and blowing and blowing. If you've run out of blow, you can stop and breathe. And blow again, all the way, keep going, looking at your belly button, your arms raised, and she lengthens forward, the chin is down. So this will end up as our C curve, spine curve. And then she comes back the same way. So she stays curled, she keeps the head tucked, she's rolling, she's going to use the knees and the support of her legs, not to cheat. She's still got to do it from the core, rolling, blowing. Shh, if you don't blow, you can't be working properly. If you hold your breath, that's not a good thing. Okay, so I want you to keep breathing through these. So she breathes in to prepare with her shoulders back and down. She blows and squeezes. This is like the head lift. And then it turns into a little bit of help, Blow, roll, keep tucking, keep reaching, lengthen through the arms and through the back. That's beautiful. Breathe in to prepare. Nice lateral breath. As she breathes out, squeeze the abdominals. She's using the legs, bending the knees. Shoulders away from her ears. Good, she did remember. Lovely. Slowly. Otherwise, I'll end up making you do more. Got one more like that. Here we go. Blow, squeeze. Are your feet hip width apart still, or are they cheating? Roll. Squeeze the abdominals down. Use just a little bit of pressure as you drive your legs away. Yes. Lengthen. Beautiful, well done. That's really, really good. Okay, she's going to come back. Slowly, rolling back, bending the knees. Just use hand pressure now. No grabbing those legs. Roll down, squeeze, lengthen the arms, lengthen the fingers. And then hug the knees into your chest and have a little breather. Was that okay? Okay, in this position, we're going to bring this in the next series, obviously not in this series. So just hold the tension. She's just going to roll a little bit. That's it, just releasing a little bit of tension through the spine. You feel that? Mm-hmm. In a little while, we're doing rolling like a ball, but for now, this is just a nice release. Okay, you can relax for me. We're now going into the toy soldier. Okay, so for the toy soldier, if you've been doing this program and you've been repeating, you might be pretty good at this by now. So we're going to take the left side and lengthen it out. This is your left side. Okay, now, as I said, the toy soldier, 90 degrees. The toy soldier is all about being wound up and, yes, not moving the core. So just moving your arms and your legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it all properly, but we're going to let you do 4 toy soldiers with stopping for the breath. So we're going to breathe in to prepare. As she breathes out, she's going to switch. Blow, squeeze. Breathes in. Blow, squeeze and move. Shh. Now then, she's struggling with this. Why are you not imprinted? Oh my God, and a bit more. Oh my God, so she was cheating. Now, if you're cheating, it's going to cause you problems. So I know she's weakened and tired, but there's no excuse for that. Okay, so takes a breath in to prepare. She imprints the spine and she switches over. That was better. And again, breathe, blow, squeeze. We've got one more. Really, really squeeze it. This is tough work, guys. Breathe in, blow, squeeze. Really important that you get this right. Have a breather, Jess, because I can see her getting all like, oh, and you might be as well. We're going to do 4 with continuous breath. So one movement will be on the in-breath and one movement will be on the out-breath. It's only 4. Later on, we can build this up. Are you ready? Take a breath in to prepare. Here we go. Blow. Shh. Imprinting. Oh my goodness. Blow. Breathe. Imprinting. And she can only do 4. Stop. You feel that? She's cheating. Hug your knees. Oh my goodness. My own prodigy, my own little daughter is sneaking a little cheaty in there. Okay, so hopefully you are stronger and you are really imprinting that spine. Toy soldier, awesome little exercise. Okay, we're going into the 100 again today. We're not going to take it to the full 100. I did try it on Jessica earlier. She's not ready, and that means neither are you. Okay, so let's do our preparation for the 100. So feet on the floor, knees at 90 degrees. That's lovely. Now, Jessica's going to pull her shoulders back and down and away from her ears and lengthen the arms to the side. She's tired from this. She's going to start in the low position and she's going to beat for 5 in breaths and 5 out breaths. Are you ready? Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See the stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I could use a stick. It would be fun. Okay, so you've got to go a bit lower with the beats and keep your shoulders pinned together. So the body shouldn't really be rocking and rolling or moving. She's doing very well. So we're going to include the head lift now. So lift the head up for me. Really lift the shoulders a little bit as well and solidify them. That's it. That's beautiful. Okay, still squeezing really hard. You're in the imprinted position, don't forget. We're going to bring one leg up to tabletop. If this is too far for you, just do the first part. Squeeze here. If your head gets tired, drop it down. Let's show that down. And bring the second leg up, Jess. So you're not stopping work. Squeezing hard. Wonderful. So you could be doing it with your legs up and your head down. We're going to lift the head again because we do need it to work hard because we need to get 100 beats in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeezing this. What's this? Don't allow this to... If this is sticking out on you, put your legs back down. Beautiful. Okay, she's nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that going. Lower a leg. No, to the floor, not a hard exercise. And the other one. And your head down. Keep your beats going. Go on, last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Oh my goodness. Cuddle your legs in. So the 100, it's energizing, it's exciting, it's fun, and oh my God, it's a little bit exhausting. Okay, so we're going to bring another new exercise in because there's so much to learn. You excited, Jess? Okay, so we're going to do the start of the single leg circle. Now I'm going to be really nice about this because we're going to do it with a bent leg. So what I'd like you to do is place both feet on the floor for me. That's lovely. And we're literally, I want you to imagine we're hip width apart, the knees are slightly apart, and I want you to imagine that now I have put a glass of red wine on Jessica's knee and she has a white Persian rug. Is there a white Persian rug? A fluffy white rug underneath her body. So if that spills, she'll be very, very upset. Okay, she's going to need to use this hand on your knee, but that one is going to be her float so that she can feel if her hips move. They shouldn't. This is all about a single leg circle. That's the movement in which you will create. So it goes round and stop. So we're going to bring the leg up here, squeezing and imprinting first. Bring the leg up to tabletop position with a pointed toe. Her hand is a guide. So the hand is going to help her do that circle. So she breathes in. She squeezes. As she breathes out, she circles a small circle without anything else moving. It's one circle, Jess. Hold. That's fine. And then she breathes out. Squeeze the circle. Shh. Hold. Breathe. Shh. Hold. So we're only moving on our out breath as we squeeze the core and keep it steady. We're going the other way now. So that was 4 one way. We're going the other way. hold, round, hold. Good. 2 more. Not losing this core. She cheating again? No, fortunately she's not. 1 more. Lovely. Hug that knee in and just relax. No, hug that knee in and just relax. She jumps ahead so fast. And she puts up with me moaning and nagging, but I want it right for you guys. So here we are. So that was a single leg circle on the left leg for her. And we're going to change that now and do the other leg. So I'm taking the wine from one knee. Put yourself with hip widths apart, feet flat on the floor, 90 degrees. So we have a little bit bigger. And I'll put that wine there. White rug still, Jessica, don't spill it. Okay, this is her arm for feeling what her hips should not be moving. Okay, so they're floating. This is her guiding hand. So bring your knee into tabletop position. Nice, imprinting, controlling. And then she's just going to guide this in the direction and bring it back. Hold. So a little bit more movement on that one. Blow. Round she goes and then hold. No movement in the body. Again. Keeping the leg as straight as possible. So if you're looking from here, you're looking down your own leg. We have 1 more that way. You will see that you're no rotation through here. We're not turning the knee in or out. We're just circling through the hip. We're going to go that one. And then we're going to go the other way. So squeezing down. And then we're going down and round and back. Again. Down and round and back. The actual whole circle is a lot harder than this. So let's build up slowly and prepare. And 1 more from that one. Lovely. And then she hugs that knee into her chest. So it's the start of single leg circles. As I say, they do get a lot harder. Please, please, I can't emphasize it enough. Practice these in between the 4th. And then when we get to the 5th, we'll take it another step further. Okay, that's brilliant. So I think that's going to turn you over. Okay, so from that position, you can lengthen your legs again. And you can do a whole body stretch right the way through. And then you can roll your body over for me. Beautiful. So we started a couple of times ago. In 2, I think, doing a little bit of face down. We're now progressing that a little bit more. So at the end of 3, we were talking about doing swimming. I expect you enjoyed it so much that you have been trying to do the swim. I'm still going to stay. This is only lesson 4. I'm still going to stay very controlled because it's all about control and being able to hold your position. Okay, so we're going to take a breath in here. She's going to do 4 lifts. As she breathes out, she's going to lift the abdominals. Now, I notice how much stronger she's got. I can actually touch underneath now with her gap. Breathe in and relax. Make sure you enjoy the relax because the tension is really tough when you lift it. That was beautiful. And breathe. And blow, squeeze. Making sure the shoulders are away from your ears. That's lovely. 1 more of those. And then blow, squeeze. Okay. So that was her preparation to remind her to pull up and pull in with these exercises while she's face down. Now I'd like her to slide her arms round and take the position with palms to the floor. Wasn't quite slide round, but that was okay. Okay, now her arms will stick out a bit if she does this correctly. And she's going to do what we'd call a dorsal raise, or some people call it a dart or the torpedo. I don't mind what you call it, but we're going to do a dorsal raise. So take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, the first thing you engage is your center, and then you squeeze your shoulder blades back and you lengthen your arms towards your feet. So you're really lengthening and squeezing. Breathe in to lower. Let it all relax because it is tiring. And then as you breathe out, engage the core first. Then bring the shoulder blades together. Then lift the hands and float up, lifting the chest. And then slowly breathe in as you lower. Enjoy that part. And then as you breathe out, again, core first, shoulder blades, and then lengthen whilst pulling the hands and shoulders. It's a really good exercise for engaging the whole of the trapezius, the rhomboid muscles. These are the muscles that when you can relax, Jessica, when you have this forward head posture and the shoulders, these are the weak muscles that we're really trying to bring back into engage. We'll do that 1 more time. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift the core, roll the shoulder blades together, shoulders down and squeezing down your back. This is a wonderful exercise. And then gently release. Well done, Jessica, that was super. We're going to give the upper body a rest. She can take the arms back round to the front, and we're going to do the leg lifts. Okay, so as I said, good about precision. If we teach the body slowly, like when we're first learning to drive, you know, quite a lot later on when you've been driving for a long time, you do lots of things. You change gears, you look at things, you might even be really bad and look at your phone. I don't know what you do. But initially it was hands on, eyes to the road, look at the mirror, move that. This is exactly how we're setting your body up now. So, Jessica, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the core. None of that moves now as she raises one leg in the air. Only go as high as you can control it. If you want to, this is one of the things, breathe in and lower down. Keep this exercise going, Jess, while I'm talking. You can use your hands. This is what I do as monitors. So just place your hands underneath your waistline, Jessica. And keep going. Blow, squeeze. You shouldn't be able to flatten your hands. So you're sinking, aren't you? Because you're tired, and I totally get that. Release your elbow. Shoulders can come back from your ears. So if she feels that she's dropping, she can't take the leg that high. Blow, squeeze, lift the core off your hand. Hold the center. Breathe in, we've got one more. Blow, squeeze, last leg. This is why it's so important that you just don't go straight into swimming, because hands to the front. If you just go, oh, look at me with your arms and legs, nothing's happening in there. And that's when we put that into real life and you're doing things and you're not thinking, you'll forget your core. So it's really important. Okay, Jessica, arms to the front. If you need to wiggle backwards, do so. Don't ruin your posture just to get away from the wall. Lovely. Don't really need that. You're self-supporting now. So if you want to put your pillow away. If your neck's tired, you can have one. It's fine, but she's not allowed. Arms to the front. Okay, and now she's going to, your feet, beautiful. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the tummy and then lift one arm. This is good. So this is all about holding the core and then raising that arm back. She's going to lower, breathe in. As she breathes out, she's going to take the second arm. So these are single arm lifts. This is your swimming prep. Breathe in. Blow, squeeze and lift, engaging again, one side. These muscles, so important. She's losing it a bit. Breathe in. She's tired, aren't you? Blow, squeeze, lift. So mean having a mummy like me. Breathe in. Two more. Blow, squeeze, lift. Breathe in. Blow, squeeze, lift. Last one. Keep lifted, keep real control, and then blow and relax. Oh, she's earned a good rest. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm not even going to make her swim today, because when we come to section 5, when she's a lot stronger, and are you, then we'll do some real swimming. So it's time to have a nice little stretch and a rest. So I'm just going to ask her in this position actually to roll over. Yeah, you can roll over. I'm going to grab a towel. So if you roll over for me. Lovely. She's going to have a towel and she's going to do the first hamstring stretch that we did when we were in, I think, lesson 1. Okay, so if you'd like to raise one leg, capture your leg with your towel. Hope it was easier than Jessica's. Okay, and then before she goes pulling it in with a bent leg and all of that, let's get rid of this leg. If you can. If you can't, keep it there. But doing this stabilizes the pelvis. Lift up a little bit so you can straighten your knee. Yes, straighten your knee. The stretching part of Pilates is so important. You worked hard, so please take the time to really stretch. So we need a nice straight leg here. And you're breathing as well. Breathe and release. Yes, so getting the oxygen around your body. You're not releasing that, are you, Jessica? You're tired? Yes, Mummy. Okay, now she can go to a bent leg. So remember, we bend the leg. You can put the head on the floor. Pull the foot towards you. No, the foot, not the towel. There we go. Try, oh, the short hamstrings we talked about. So this leg's still nice and relaxed, and she's pulling this in and she's pulling that in. Try not to take it to the point of shaking, because that often means, no, you don't have to let it all off. It often means we're overstretching. Okay, so take a nice breath in. As she breathes out, she asks a little bit more stretch. How long are we holding these for?
30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. And why is 30 seconds so key? Gently release, that's fine. Why is 30 seconds key? Oh, you.
Give it time to release.
Okay, we're releasing that. We're going to take this one in. So keeping that leg there, bring this one up, capture your foot with your towel. That's lovely. Then she's going to sit up with her head, lengthen the leg that she doesn't want, so she fixes the pelvis, and then she brings it in towards her to the point of stretch. Yeah. So she's a little bit tighter on this side, and she's going to have to hold that head position. Try putting the towel in one hand, and then try and lower back if you can from there. Does that help you a little bit? Okay, so you can find ways around cheating, but she has to keep that lengthened leg, and she is trying to unlock it. The reason for this is the hamstrings cross the knee. So if she bends it, she takes a little bit of the tension off of the longer hamstrings that cross both joints. So a little bit more stretch, Jess. That's it. Are you breathing? Ooh. Okay, you can bring the other hand back and bring it into the short hamstring stretch. So she's going to bring it this way. No, that's fine. It's just her heel rubbing on the floor. I wouldn't be in here if she was. Okay, and then, are you feeling that stretch?
Yeah.
Take a breath. Blow, squeeze. Oh, it's coming to the end. This is your gratitude to your body. This is like, wow, I've done it, and now I'm going to stretch out nicely. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gently release. She doesn't know what's coming next, but I'm going to tell her now. Roll on your side, face the camera, smile for the people. Lovely. We're going into that hamstring stretch. I've got a feeling we did this with you before, but we cut it out. Is that right, Jessica? So if you have got hip problems or arthritis, bring this leg nice and forward to balance your body. And then this one is captured by the towel. Drop your knee down, your foot down. Should all be in alignment. You should be in alignment, yes. Okay. You can actually lay with your arm underneath your head. You don't have to have your head in a twisted position. Lovely. And keeping the knee in alignment, that's even better. And yes, and then pulling the core in. So you don't want to be collapsing forward. You want to feel that stretch. Okay, so everything in Pilates, even the stretching, is all about alignment. When she cheats, it gets easier. When I pull her back into position, it gets a bit tougher. Okay, so we're going to say 5, 4. She's stretching the chest nicely as well because she's using that to really stretch the quads here. And then 2, 1. Gently release that into that position. She's still got the towel. I'm not doing it because I'm not really here. This poor person on the other side, they haven't got a helper. Don't do that. Stay facing the camera. Now, you're going to roll on the other side. So push your legs in front of you, roll over. Lovely. Okay, and then she's going to capture the top leg whilst having the bottom leg forward for balance. Well done, well caught. Nice and relaxed down. Where's that foot got to be? Right, you've got to prove to them that you can do it without me. So this knee needs to be higher. This again is stabilizing the pelvis because we are stretching the muscles that come the other side of the pelvis. So if this one's up, it won't allow the pelvis to rotate negatively. And then she's going to pull the knee backwards with her towel. Try and relax in that position. Jessica, you see that arm above you? You can use that for stability out there if you want. Or do this. No, not up. Lay down. That's it. Is that better? Little bit more stability. So you've got a knee to lay on here and an arm sticking out here. So it gives a little bit more stability. Core's held up. She's going for as much stretch as she can. Straight as she can. So try not to have the knee lifted. That sort of gets you away from all the cheating. And so into this position. Can you feel that, Jessica? Mm-hmm. Try and have that shoulder forward a little bit. Open the arm up there. And then That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so they're the big muscles at the top. Stay where you are. Roll on your front with your knees underneath you. Roll on your front with your knees underneath you. Let's take that again, shall we? Bring your knees underneath you. Roll onto your front. It's very hard when you're not used to this. It is difficult. And then she's going to come back into the child's pose. So she lowers the bottom. Ah, now we're getting a nice stretch all the way down through the shoulder, into the lats, which come round the back here, into the chest. So it's really nice. Take a nice breath in, Jessica. And then just lower down even further. You can take the arms a little bit wider. Ah, feel the tension leaving your body. Okay, one more breath in. And then as she breathes out, I'm going to ask her to walk the hands in towards her. As she starts to restack, close the knees, open the feet, and put her feet underneath her. We're going to stretch the calf now. So toes underneath. You've done this one with me before. Okay, so in that position, it's quite fun. It reminds me of being a kid, this position. So your feet are hip width apart, your knees are sitting stacked on top. You can have your hands in the front if you want to. You can have your hands out the side. Okay, so you should be feeling this all down the back here. Now let's check out some balance. Reach forward and roll back into your foot. Keep your weight forward. That's it. So you're still stretching, but you've got that balance going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the front of the foot. That's lovely. You can lift up when you do that bit. You're still getting that stretch down there. Okay, so you can sit here and have a cup of tea. You can do anything you like in this position. Okay, from there, we're going to go into a little bit of a inner thigh stretch. So we're going to place the feet further apart. We're going to place the hands on the floor, and we're going to push the legs open with our elbows. Can you feel that, Jess? A nice thigh stretch. We did a bit of work around the hips today, so we'll just do a little bit of a stretch for them. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that pressure off. Bring the feet back. Guess what position we're in? You've got it, the roll-up position. Okay, so we're going to put the head down, the bum up in the air. Take a breath in. And as we breathe out, off we go. Oh, I can't even straighten my legs because I've been down there for a while. Don't straighten them, just relax, take another breath. And then gently, gently restack your spine. Using your breath. Oh, lovely. Coming up, rolling the shoulders, you can join me. We're almost done. Just rock through your hips, your legs. This is a nice little wiggle. Man or woman, great move. Okay, and then from there we're just going to do that picture frame stretch. So please, hands together on your elbows and then over the top of your head. But relax it on the top of your head. And then we're going to go to that side. Jessica, towards the trees. Wonderful. Squeezing the abdominals because we want to enjoy this stretch down the side. Breath in. Breathe out. So if you've followed my advice and you're doing these like once a week, one session, a different session a week, but you're doing this 4 or 5 times in the week, you're probably feeling a big difference by now. Breathe in and breathe out. When I first started Pilates years ago, people kept coming up to me and saying, oh my goodness, what are you doing differently? Why have you changed? Stretch up. I was already fit. I was already a personal trainer. But Pilates just totally changed my body. Roll your shoulders. So, well done. Lesson 4. Please practice this. I'm sure, like Jessica, certain things didn't go as well as they could do. And you've just got to inject a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more core to stay nice and solid. And then we'll take you into session 5. So look forward to seeing you in session 5. That's Elizabeth.
And Jessica.
Thank you so much. Take care.